This year's Touch World Cup starts on Wednesday the 22nd of June. Teams from 27 countries will compete in Edinburgh, Scotland, and Ewan met up with 2 players from the national over-30 mixed team.
Sean, as both a coach and a player, tell me a bit about the World Cup, because I don't think a lot of people know that there is a World Cup for touch rugby.
It's a 5-day tournament. You'll play between 1 to 3 games a day, and so you can play about 12, 13 games in a week. So it's quite demanding, 40-minute games. There's 90 teams that will be taking part. Essentially, it's teams from Africa, Australia, New Zealand, and a lot of European sides, and even America sends a team, so it's quite nice.
So it seems like it's quite a big thing.
In South Africa, it's not a very big sport, so they don't get as much publicity, but in Europe, it's quite a massive event, and for Australia and New Zealand, it's very, very big.
Now, Heinrich, the World Cup is coming closer. How's the nerves, man? How are you feeling?
Nerves are not a problem at the moment. Once we are closer to the tournament, we'll probably get a bit nervous, but we'll be okay.
South Africa will be competing in 6 of the 7 divisions, including junior men's, senior men's, women's and mixed gender categories.
Tell me a bit about the format for the above 30 mixed team, because I believe you coach them as well.
Well, mixed team, essentially you've got 3 girls, 3 guys on the field at a time, and you've got rolling subs all the time because of the nature of the game. You're literally on the field for 2 minutes and you're off. So you'll take a squad of 14 that will play at a time. You go 2 subs that will come in case of injuries during the course of the week.
The mixed team competition demands a very strategic game as team members vary in levels of strength. Good communication skills and high levels of fitness may give South Africa the advantage it needs.
Take us through a day at the World Cup from both a coach's perspective as well as a player's perspective.
Well, from a coach's, you've got to look at different days, because this World Cup, our first day, for example, we'll have 3 games. Our second day, we've got 1 game. So the first day, obviously there won't be too much niggles, hopefully not before the tournament. But as a team, we'll get up together, we'll go for a little walk, just get a feel of how everyone's feeling on the first day, try and talk through the nerves and those kinds of things. And then we'll go and start into warm-up routines and get ready for it.
On day 1, the team will face opponents from Wales, Italy as well as the defending champions New Zealand. On the second day, they will compete against Australia.
Tell us about the training leading up to the World Cup.
Initially you start with gym work, getting the core conditioning correct. So you're strong, so it helps eliminate the injuries. And you do a lot of endurance work to try and get that flow going. And now getting closer to it, we'll go into a lot more speed work, plyometrics, agility, so that we can perform on the day.
What role does dedication play for you within your training to make sure that you are well conditioned?
Well, dedication plays a big role because we are all over the country, so we only manage to get together like once in 3 months as a team. So you have to do that training on your own, so you have to sometimes get up at 4:30 in the morning to do a training, or after full days of work where you're tired, you have to go and train.
Most of the players have been training since April last year. This game tests agility, speed and ball handling skills to the utmost.
As a coach, what supplementation would you recommend to your players, and also how important is supplementation?
Well, I mean, supplements play a massive role, especially with the recovery. If you look at most of the players, they all work full-time. It's not a professional sport, so we've all got jobs. So you've got to balance your training times with your work jobs. And some people have quite demanding jobs, some physical jobs, and those kind of things. You want stuff that will help recover, keep your energy levels high, and just, keep you going all the time.
For you as a professional athlete, what role does supplementation play?
For training, I will look at using different types of protein, and then products that I will use at the World Cup will be Epic Pro and BCAA Vitaga.
So can you feel a difference when you use these supplements during games?
We had our interprovincial tournament in March, and I used Epic Pro and BCAA Vitaga, and normally where I would be stiff after day 1 and 2, I was not stiff at all during the whole tournament.
So you would definitely recommend supplements for your fellow players out there?
Definitely.
Tune in again tomorrow as we chat further about the importance of correct nutritional supplementation. Also join the USN SA page on Facebook for more on SA's top sports ambassadors.